EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. But he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
19 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing, Prescott trying to set up a screen for Blue. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd down and 10. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Donovan Wilson on the coverage.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Third and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And just shutting him off there. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 39 yards. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Defensively by Micah Parsons.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. There we go. And the Cowboys.
A give to Williams, running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 14.
Prescott to throw it. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The Cowboys field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott now. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Great.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Great.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Shipley, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. A beautiful fake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go with blue between the tackles. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Left side to roll. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard
On
line.
play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
180, 180.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the Cowboys, first down.
Now Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal from 28 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The quick feet by Jackson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man. It's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Still fighting through tackles. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, 96 yards. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the
They'll look to run forward with Williams. Williams. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Great. Set. Tiger Hornet.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Nakobe Dean now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Hurts to Barkley on the check down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Donovan Ezeraku. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zach Bowen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door out. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A gain of 12.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Eagles 30.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now here come the Cowboys. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
This one swung out to Williams.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37.
Now Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys first down.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up, the big fella. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game